My name is Brent Reichow. I'm co-founder and president of Blueshift. We are an organization based in Tokyo, Japan. We have offices in Tokyo, Osaka, Singapore, moving to Hong Kong shortly. We do data backup and recovery, and we're a partner of Asigra. Well, let's start with why we chose Asigra. So we were a longtime partner of Iron Mountain Live Vault. And for a number of years, we had a very good relationship with them. And a couple of years ago, there was an opportunity to get into the Singaporean market. We contacted Iron Mountain, but they had actually gone through an acquisition with Autonomy. And there was an issue. We didn't understand, but they didn't want us to actually enter into the Singaporean market with them. So we had to go out looking for partners. So we contacted about a half a dozen different companies, vetted all their technology, the platform, deployed it within our lab, and basically Asigra won the bake-off. In the end, we ended up deploying in Singapore, and the relationship has been very good since then. And basically, we've kind of phased out Live Vault since then. So one of the challenges we faced with Live Vault is that, one, we had to actually deploy agents on every one of the servers. That required a reboot. Also, the limitations of the platform itself. So it was really Microsoft only. If we came into a Linux platform, or if we were dealing with VMware, we had limited support there. So those were one of the issues that we faced with Live Vault, and we don't face with Asigra. Well, for us, one of the keys is to be able to deliver to the mid-market is that we can actually deliver the Asigra software on an appliance, which means it's kind of a new market area. It's called BDR, which is backup and disaster recovery. What you're finding is instead of just having agents deployed on servers, you actually have the local backup, which for a lot of small organizations, they like that. They have the local backup, which is like tape, and then they have the offsite DR scenario. And that's one of the issues, or one of the value adds that we see. Well, for global organizations, what you typically find is one, they're very large and very dispersed. You also find that they're using a lot of different platforms. They're using Microsoft, they're using VMware, they could be using Zen, probably some Unix flavors and things like that. So being able to address the corporate, the standard, I guess their corporate network to begin with, being able to deliver the solution without having agents, and then being able to go to each one of their offices. For example, we're in Asia Pacific, so being able to deliver to the corporate headquarters in Tokyo, and then be able to actually have put appliances within the networks. Let's say if it's in Osaka or Fukuoka or Singapore and Hong Kong, and be able to deliver that way. So some of the business benefits our customers have realized, one is they can start small. We don't ask them to make a large investment, and this is a service, so they don't have a lot of CapEx to begin with. Number two is that we basically, when we actually do our billing cycles, we ask them just to actually purchase maybe 500 gigs or a terabyte. So instead of having this constant movement and gig-based billing, this allows them to actually plan for it and say, all right, we're going to pay a monthly fee for 500 gigs. And then that allows them to actually build that right into their basic monthly billing cycle. Yeah, we do have to do recovery for customers, or we do recovery for customers. One of the things that we find is that typically about 90 to 95% of all recoveries are just file-based, and it's very fast. When we're recovering, one thing again to remember is that with Asigra, the benefit is that you actually have an appliance in the network. If you have the local storage option available, think about recovering land speed. So typically what you find is that most recoveries are done within a week's time of backup, and most of those the data is going to reside on the appliance itself. If it's not there, then you of course have to go to the cloud to get the data. But if you think about it from the aspect of having a quick recovery compared to tape, going to an appliance within the LAN network and then recovering from there is much faster. Well, I think companies look to Blueshift is from our experience. We've been in the business now for 10 years. And we're able to deliver to a wide range of customers. So we have very small customers, we have very large customers. We're actually, then we think about geography, we're not only in Japan, we're in Singapore, we're in Hong Kong, we're moving to markets through the Asia Pacific. So a lot of companies that might be regionally focused look to us because they know they can basically have the same platform, the same support going out throughout the region. Well, from our aspect, when we talk about competition, One of the things that Asigra has done is that they've actually developed an agentless solution, which is unique. It's very, very difficult to not go into a network and say, hey, we're going to deploy agents upon your network and then reboot the servers. If you think about the sales cycle, typically you engage in the customer and there has to be a trust factor there. One of the things that we always do is run a POC, which is a proof of concept. The thought process of being able to put a POC, run it in the network, not put agents on the servers makes people very, very comfortable. So that allows us to run the POC, you burn it in, within a month you actually have the data offsite already. You don't have to do any switching. Actually, during this whole POC process, the IT manager can actually talk to the executives and they go, how are we doing? The data is already offsite. We've already got DR figured out. So that's the way we deliver it. It works very well.